My music's name's Bekah, baby. I'm from Saginaw, Michigan. I was born and raised there for the first 24 years of my life. And then I started moving all over. Korea, Atlanta, and then back to Detroit.
Korea, wow.
Yes, I taught there. Overseas for a little while. My major influences in music. Growing up were Michael Jackson, Whitney Houston, Mariah Carey, Hootie and the Blowfish, Alanis Morissette.
Dang, wide variety.
Wide range, yeah. And then like I did a lot of classical training for music too, so I didn't really get into R&B until I was like probably 18, 19. I was late to the game.
Okay.
I started in like 2013, but not as an artist. So I just was like doing demos for like producers who wanted females on their beats, and I didn't really get into music as an artist till like 2016 probably. I took a few years off because I had never written before.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I came back to Detroit, I started actually like writing and recording. That was like 2016. So.
Okay. And that was the R&B?
Yeah, and I didn't drop my first album till 2019. So like actually officially like an artist that's putting music out, only like 2 years. In the next 2 years, I see myself like connecting with a lot of other people, like getting some bigger artists as features, just improving every day, improving every project. Like I want to put some big projects out with some females, so that's on my list in 2 years. But I just want to be like a name that people know. You know what I mean? It's starting to catch on.
Understand that.
I want to keep like accelerating that. I want to be on the radio more. Like I want everything to just increase what I'm doing.
I do see your views going up.
Yeah,
and your
for
following.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Little by little. That's all it takes. Consistency. Before I was about to graduate high school. I was really, really good until then. It was just good. It was just fun. Like, had a fun time, laughed a lot. Like, just was having fun with my friends from high school. That was the first time.
I got you.
Now I'm a connoisseur, you know?
Mm-hmm.
My life, I have no complaints. Saginaw's a little rough, but I lived in a good area. I had a good experience. I had a lot of opportunities. I lost my dad when I was in 5th grade, so that was probably like the big trauma of my childhood. Other than that, I had a really good childhood. I'm from a Lebanese family, so I'm Middle Eastern. Pretty conservative, like old school, old country type family.
That's awesome.
So I'm a little bit outside of the box. I go against the grain a little bit, but
nothing wrong with that.
They know that by now.
Mm-hmm.
I had a good childhood. I lived in like a big land. I was like outside all the time. You know what I mean? I didn't do video games. I was just like appreciating life.
Mm-hmm.
So it didn't really change until after my dad passed away. Then I was like, I like went to counseling. You know what I mean? I had to like get over it and become like a more just like outgoing person.
Mm-hmm.
Besides myself. No, I'm just kidding. My favorite artist is Young Blue. Okay. If I'm looking at like a big picture, like known people. Mm-hmm. But I listen to a lot of like local artists, my friends that do music. So I listen to Eastside RK that I work with a lot. I listen to Mac Joby. He's an R&B singer I work with a lot. So I like to listen to the people I work with. I would rather do that than listen to the radio.
That's very respectable.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm the same way. But I listen to some local music.
And I expect them to listen to me. You know what I mean? Like it should be. That's what you should do when you work on a team with people. You should be. You should know their words like you know your own. probably just pay off everything I have. My house, my car.
Smart.
My mom, whatever my mom's got going on. Like, that's my only goal.
Mm-hmm.
Take care of my mom.
Financial freedom.
Yes, financial freedom. Just pay everything off. Just owe $0 to anyone.
Mm-hmm.
Any company, you know?
I feel it.
And invest.
Investments.
Can't be blowing it, even though I'd like to. Travel. If I had to pick something, traveling. That's my thing. That's what I love to do. I travel all the time, anywhere I can go. I just love to experience other places, so. I have two things. Connections and consistency. Like, it's all about consistency. Because people forget about you, like, in a day. So if you're not, like, constantly putting videos, interviews, songs out, behind the scenes, like, going to shows, whatever you're doing, people forget about you easy in today's music. You know what I mean? So that's my first thing. And then connections. Just, like, build connections. Just like us. You know what I mean? Like, Instagram, Facebook, going to shows, connecting with your DJs, other artists in your area, like producers all over.
That's
it's
real
so
smart.
easy nowadays. It's
Connections
so easy
and consistency.
To, like, yeah. So you can talk to anybody from anywhere at any time of the day. So it's just excuses if you don't. That's how I feel. My sound. It's hard for me to describe my sound. Sometimes I want to think it's kind of like trap soul, like that genre. It's like R&B, but it's also like kind of hip hop-ish. I think I started a little more like harder, like.
Oh, you've definitely mellowed out.
Yeah, and now I'm into like more like sexy, like R&B sound. I like where I'm at, but I feel like it's like a combination of both because I still have like 90s. I have a lot of 90s influence. Like as far as 90s R&B, but also like 90s like pop, soft rock. Like I like that like Alanis Morissette sound too.
Okay.
So I think I'm just like a kind of combination of today's R&B with like 90s style. So now I'm like on my solo tip. It's like just like traditional like sex R&B music, but then because I have like other areas I like to do, I like work with a lot of hip hop artists, and so that's where you can see like a little bit of a different side of me sometimes.
I got
so
you.
that's nice. I like it. I like crossover artists, and that's something I like about right now. It's like rappers that sing. I don't know how to describe it, but like
the melodic.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I like. It's just like my favorite type of music to listen to. But I like a little bit of everything. I'm not a huge throwback track rap listener. I like today's music. I do. If I'm gonna listen to throwbacks, it's gonna be like ballads or like R&B. My next move as an artist, I'm getting ready to. Right now I'm working on singles. I've actually never put out singles. I've put out like 6 albums, back to back to back in 2 years. So I put out 6 albums. Never once have I put out a single. So that's what I'm working on right now. I've got a couple that I'm gonna like really promote that are gonna be on my album and probably coming out in like February or March. My next album. The next couple of months I'm gonna put out 2 singles. So the one I just finished is called Escape. It was just on 107.5 last Sunday for Artist of the Week. I got Artist of the Week Hot Plays with DJ Gifted.
Lit.
So that's the single I'm gonna push over the next couple months. I'm getting ready to film it in 2 weeks. So I'm gonna film a video. I'm gonna put the music video out, and then like 2 weeks later, I'm gonna put the single out on all platforms, and then in the fall, I'm gonna drop my next album. And I'm excited because my last album that I just put out, Late Night, I put so much into it. I almost felt like I couldn't put out anything else. Like after that, it took me. I had writer's block for like 4 months. I didn't write shit. I did features, but I didn't write any of my own music for like 4 months after that album. And I just started writing again, and I have a track, Let It Ride, that I got a big feature on. To be determined, TBD on that. So
Can't speak too much on that.
Yeah, I'm gonna put that out in a couple months, and then right before I'm gonna put out Escape in a couple, probably like next month. So I'm really excited about it.
Okay, you got a whole plan. Yeah, I'm ready to hear it.
Yep. My Instagram is Bekah Baby Music. Bekah is spelled a little bit different, and so is my YouTube channel, Bekah Baby Music. My last video was called Stimulated. It's a really like sexy song on my last album called Late Night. You can go to my YouTube and check that out, or you can go to any platform and listen to that one. It's a good song. For real, shout out to all my team. Like this last project, I had so many people working on it from all over Detroit, Saginaw, Cleveland, Flint. So I appreciate everybody. Shout out to my studios, RK Studios from Eastside RK, Jovi Studios from Mac Jovi, and RIK Records from Cool Breeze. Thank you guys all for everything that you do. All my videographers, I have a lot. So I'm just gonna say thank you. And my team, my best friend that does all my graphics, and my assisting, Leslie, and just everybody that always shows up for me. And my mom, gotta put her in there too.
Beautiful.
And shout out to Ricochet from Ricochet Visuals. Tap in with him for beats, videography, photography, everything. And go follow all his profiles too.